Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'll be showing you guys how to print process flow diagrams from your flow sheets in Aspen Hysys, right? Now, when you want to print your PFD, most people may want to try screenshotting their screen, which can actually work, but then it's not very effective at times because it may not even be very clear, right? So I'll be showing you how to print your PFD from Aspen Hysys. Now, when you simulate a process, the first thing you want to do before printing your PFD is to make sure that the whole process is within the white area of the flow sheet. That is, all parts of the process are visible within the white area. Now, if you see the process on the screen, you will notice that some parts of it, right? Some parts of it are not visible. So we'll be doing a random test now. I'll be printing this particular process the way it is without trying to make all parts visible for you to see. So if you want to print your PFD, you just right click on any white area of your screen, just right click on it, then you see print PFD quite below. You click on it, and then the option to save is given to you. So you type the name you want to save it as, right? So I'll just save it as then you click save. Now it has saved. We can go and check it out. Go to quick, then you open it. So this is it, right? This is what we have. Now, you notice that not all parts of the process are in display. And that's because of what I said initially. I said when you want to print your PFD, you have to ensure that all parts of your PFD are within the white area or within the area of the flow sheet. All parts must be visible within the area of the flow sheet. Now, the beginning part of the process was not visible, and the ending part of the process was not visible at the time I printed this. And that is why it's like this. So we have to work on that in order to print the PFD properly. So I'll be teaching you how to properly maximize your flow sheet space. Now, this is your flow sheet environment. Now, if you want to maximize it, you can actually take away all this, right? So the first, you can click on, for the navigation pane, you can click on this right here, minimize the navigation pane so you get more space. Then for the activation tab, you can also click on this, collapse the dashboard to reduce form. Then for the ribbons and tabs up here, you can also collapse them as well. So you have minimize the ribbon, you click on it, so you have more space on your flow sheet. Then you can also collapse this status window as well. Status window. What I do personally is to use auto hide. I click on auto hide and I'm able to minimize it. Now, if I want to see the status window, all I need to do is to place my cursor on messages, right? Once I place my cursor on messages, the trace window, the status window comes back up. Then once I remove it from there, it goes back to hiding. So that's how I do mine, right? So we have been able to maximize the flowsheet environment so that we can have more space to contain our flowsheet. Now, the next thing now will be to zoom in or zoom out so that all parts of the PFD can be in display. Now I would reduce the zoom a little from here, so I'll click on this. That's too much. Okay, so I'm increasing it slightly. Let me see. Okay, and then I'll increase it slightly from here. That's my bottom right, just a little more. Okay, that's too much. I want everything to be here. Okay, I think this is quite good, right? Yes, everything is in display now, right? So now that everything is in display, we can now print the PFD. Now, before printing the PFD, you can make some changes, some settings. You can change some settings before you print your PFD. And where you can do that is in the file menu. You click on the file, top left, then you go down to print setup. You click on print setup, bottom left, then you click on print setup graphic, right? So this is where you can make changes to your printing. Now, if you want, you can change the size. I prefer A3, right? Because of large processes, I use A3 so that all parts of the PFD can be in display. So I use A3. Then you have Microsoft Print to PFD. You can change it to other ones if you like, but me, I use my Microsoft Print to PFD. Then once you are done with your settings right here, you can change to portrait if you want. I use landscape. Once you are done with your settings right here, you click OK. Then you go back to your simulation and then you print. So you just click here, then you click print PFD, and then you can save. Then you click save. Once you are done saving, you can go and check it out. So this is it right here. So you see, this is what we have. This is what we have printed now. As you can see, this one now is better than the initial one we printed, which was this, right? This one did not capture all parts of the process, right? But you can see that this one does, and does better than the initial one. So this is it right here. Now let's go back to the environment. Now, for zoom that we have at the bottom right, you can also find it in the view ribbon. Yes, you can find it in the view ribbon. So you have zoom, you have zoom in, zoom out, and you have zoom to fit. Now let me see if I can explain that zoom to fit a little. So let's assume we have this, then we go to view. Now you see that not all parts of the process are visible. You go to view, then you can click zoom to fit. So zoom to fit will help you capture all the parts of the PFD in the flow sheet. So if you click zoom to fit, you see you have something like this. What it does is it helps you maximize the flow sheet automatically, right? The zoom to fit. Once you just click on it, all parts of the PFD would appear within the white area of the flow sheet. That's how you can easily get your PFD very visible before printing, right? Or you can manually do it yourself by toggling the zoom until it fits to the screen perfectly. Now, this is how to print process flow diagrams using Aspen Hysys. So guys, with this we have come to the end of this lecture. I hope you learned something today, right? Now, if you have any questions or observations, I would like to hear it. Use the comment section. You could like this video and then follow us for more lectures on process simulation. Thank you and have a good day.